Hello everybody, this is Star Raptor here, and welcome to my trailer breakdown of Wonder Woman, directed by Patty Jenkins, starring Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. So I'm going to take stills from the trailer, elaborate more on them, as well as hopefully shed some light on the character and some things you might not have known about her. So let's get into it. So this first shot here, we see Wonder Woman kind of trying to wake up. This looks like a pilot because this actually happens to be the character of Stephen Trevor, which ends up being sort of the love interest of Wonder Woman and gets her from leaving. In this next shot here, you see her on this island. This is Themyscira, which is, as we know, Wonder Woman is an Amazon, and she comes from a place that's all women. So she stumbles upon Chris Pine's character, Stephen Trevor, and is like really surprised because she's never really seen a man in the flesh. So moving on to the next shot here, we see, I guess, like kind of like the council. I'm not really sure of probably the leaders of this island. Very, very awesome shot here. This beautiful kind of cave structure and whatnot. And this character here, this is Wonder Woman's mother, and this is Queen Hippolyta. So we're gonna get more into the backstory. Obviously, if you watch Batman v Superman, this is going to be like an origin story, sort of like a going back in the past. So next up, we have a very urban kind of environment here. What I gathered from this shot was, if you look at the guys in the foreground there, they look like they're ready for like desert combat. They're in the east kind of. So I'm thinking this might be like some kind of place like Tunisia or somewhere, because they still have like trains and modern technology, but you could tell those people are ready for going in the desert. And this leads me into what this guy looks like he could be a villain. And first off, as was mentioned before, the timeline in this is a little separate from that in the comics. So in this one, we're actually going back to World War I, because we in Batman v Superman, basically Bruce Wayne finds a picture of Wonder Woman from like the early 1900s. So we're gonna see why she was in that area. So yes, and if you look very closely, this man is actually part of the German forces, from that cross he's wearing there. So yes, he's going to be the main adversary of Wonder Woman, I'm thinking. And then here's a great shot. We see Wonder Woman just kind of walking through, and she's playing her part of Diana Prince, which is her like little code name, if you will. And I just love this shot, how she's like doing the spy incognito, and she's got the sword like right in her dress there. So I mean, she's planning on taking somebody out for some action. Now this next shot, I'm not really sure who this character could be, but they look really interesting because it looks like half their face was like, it's like missing, and they had to replace it with like some kind of artificial thing. I don't know. This is just a really interesting character. I can't tell you if it's a bad guy or a good guy, but she's got this look on her face, like absolute shock, like she's hasn't seen somebody in years that she wasn't expected to see, or something like that. Now next up, this shot is really cool. So we see the Amazonians, on their war horses preparing for battle, and right there in the foreground is General Antiope, which is played by Robin Wright. So it's really cool to see some very strong female characters in this movie. Moving on to the next shot, we actually see who they're fighting against, and obviously this is on Themyscira still. This is on that island that's supposedly unknown from the outside world. So it really is interesting seeing that we have these soldiers with guns, on this island. They had to come after Stephen Trevor found his way onto the island. So if he found his way onto the island, that means anybody could really do it, I guess. So I can't wait to see like why these people are on this island, and maybe this conflict here kind of sets Wonder Woman on the path to going to the known world now, because I really don't know what her motivations are, so we'll find out in the movie. Next shot here is really cool. This is Stephen Trevor in his, I guess, biplane just flying over. You can see that there's like the German planes in the background, and just a bunch of soldiers everywhere. So this is going to be a very big action piece. I can't wait for that, to see that kind of plane combat, because we don't really ever see too much World War I stuff in movies, so that's really cool. Next up is, this is just the German soldiers probably, but this shows us like the battleground of an actual, trench warfare, World War I battle, so I'm really excited to see how that turns out. Here is an amazing shot of Wonder Woman using her shield to just stop a hail of bullets, and in the background you just see this battlefield. It's just like trees blown apart. It's just awesome imagery in here. And this is a really cool shot, especially if you watch it in the trailer. It's like kind of does like a slow motion, like Matrix kind of thing, where Wonder Woman goes in there and just like this sweep kick and just owns everybody in the room without even any kind of problem. So I can't wait. The action in this looks incredible. Over here, of course, we have Wonder Woman on her steed, just with that sword ready to go. Really, really great shot here. And we have her with the lasso of truth. She's disarming somebody. Yeah, this shot is not the best clarity, but basically I just want to show you guys how cool that lasso of truth looks. Like how bright it looks. It just like stands out from everything. So unique. And that is going to do it for my Wonder Woman trailer breakdown. So what did you guys think of my trailer breakdown? Did I miss anything very important? Let's talk about it in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, guys. Did you enjoy this video? Then make sure you go ahead and hit that thumbs up symbol. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Subscribing to my channel will help me out, and it helps you guys out, keeping up to speed on all my latest content. Speaking of which, you can catch my weekly Star Wars show down over there. You can see a recent review I've done over there, and you can follow me on social media, Twitter @StarRaptor, as well as Facebook.com/StarRaptor.